Good morning, guys. And how are y'all? It is Friday morning, I don't know, maybe about 9 o'clock. Or I don't even know what time it is, actually. 9:30. So, I don't really know where to begin with this. It's been a very, sorry, I'm getting a bunch of messages coming through. It's been a very rough past 2 days. So y'all know that I went and I had my every 2-month scans done on Tuesday. Sorry, messages keep coming through. And I was supposed to get the results, Wednesday, I'm sorry. I had my MRI done Wednesday. And I was supposed to get the results that afternoon. And the MRI machine went down, so they had to move me to a different location and a later time. And so the doctor wasn't going to be able to give me the results. So I asked if they could call me, and she said yes. Wednesday night, waited, doctor never called. So had an appointment with her anyway yesterday morning, Thursday morning, for the results as well, even though they were going to tell me over the phone. And fortunately, we have decided to stop chemo. I was supposed to start cycle number 8 on this Sunday, so day after tomorrow. And we've had to temporarily stop chemo because, unfortunately, the tumor is growing. Even on the chemo, it's growing further up into my medulla and further down my spine. And it shrunk in March, and then it showed stable, or the same in May and June. And when they scanned me, like I said, 2 days ago, it showed that it's growing. We don't really have a lot of options left, other than keeping me comfortable. But she reached out to a doctor, a very specialized surgeon at UT Southwestern that actually I was originally supposed to see last year, but I was already admitted into Medical City, Dallas, and so their team took over, and that's how I got put with my neuro-oncologist. And of course, from day one, they've told me, this is inoperable and terminal, because especially it's in the medulla, so you just can't operate there. So they had originally were going to try to do a biopsy last year, but the surgeon said she'll die, more than likely, if we try to do a biopsy. And so, because of that, they said, we're just going to do treatment with no biopsy, because it'll either kill her or it'll leave her completely a vegetable. But there's a new and upcoming surgeon, and she's supposed to be the best of the best of the best. And she does surgeries in and around the brainstem, and surgeries that are considered extremely eloquent, and in eloquent areas like the medulla. If anybody can take any kind of a sample at all, it's going to be her. More than likely, she's going to say no, like every other doctor and neurosurgeon that has seen me. And they've said, if anybody tells you that they can do this, don't let them. You'll die or you'll end up a vegetable. So that's really scary to think that we may be looking at that. So here's our options right now. So I go see her next Thursday. They figured it'd be a couple weeks before they could get me in, but actually the scheduling people just called me. And Dr. Patel out of UT Southwestern in Dallas, she sees patients on Thursday, so they got me in next Thursday. Wish I could have gone yesterday, but just got the results yesterday. So, but if anybody can do this, they say she can't. She may take one look at it, and especially because it's growing up further into the medulla, she may just say absolutely not. So here's what they're wanting to do. And I'm trying to remember all this so I can explain it to you guys. Because we've never been able to get a biopsy, they've always just deemed it an astrocytoma, a tumor. There's two astrocytoma tumors. There's a children's type, which is usually only in small children. It's even rare to see it in 20-year-olds. It's always younger children. And it's called polycystic astrocytoma, or polycytic astrocytoma. And then there's the, quote, adult version, which they believe I have, which is just astrocytoma. Now, they're virtually the same thing. The only difference is that the kids' version is growing slower, those tumors grow a little slower, and the adult one, like I have, or they think I have, grows faster. Now, being as fast as mine grows, when she talked to us yesterday about it maybe being an option of it being the polycystic astrocytoma, she said, but those are really only in very small children. You're not a child. You're a 47-year-old woman. I said, I know I'm built like a child. I weigh as much as a little kid does, but you could just tell the look on her face that she was like, that's not it. But they want, if they can get a biopsy, that's what they need. That's what they're looking for, to see if it's the polycystic astrocytoma or the adult astrocytoma. And then whichever one of those, if she can get a biopsy, if we can confirm either one of those, then we will try a different chemo with whatever the biopsy says. Now, if she takes one look at me and says, not going to touch it like every other surgeon, and I kind of hope she does, because just the thought, I don't know if I could do it. I had to back out once when they thought they were going to try, because I just don't want to take the risk of being a vegetable or dying on the operating room table. I would rather live with cancer. So that's really scary to think. But if anybody can do this, it is her. I don't know if she will. And I don't even know if I want her to. But, so option B, if she can't biopsy it, doesn't feel comfortable, or I decline it, because I can always decline it, then we're going to try one more chemo. Carboplatin, something like that. And it's an IV, which I don't want to do. But the only options are to give one other chemo a try, or just keep me comfortable. And not on a hospice care yet, just palliative care, but just keeping me as comfortable. And I have a feeling that's the route that's going to go. I just don't know, guys, if I can do IV chemo. I literally was going to tell my doctor yesterday that I'm stopping chemo. I can't do it anymore. It's making me so sick, y'all. And IV chemo, as you know, is just worse. I just thought I would have so much longer than this. I figured it would be years before I had to be on chemo, and years before I'd have to do anything. I wasn't even diagnosed 7 months when I was put on chemo. I had already done 33 rounds of radiation, and by month 7 it had already started spreading and growing. And now in the last 7 months, it has started spreading and growing again. Actually, not even the last 7 months. In the last 2 months. Not even 6 weeks. Because it wasn't growing at the end of June. So, I'm in a lot of pain today. A lot of pain. Just because the last 2 days have been so mentally exhausting that it just breaks my body down even worse. And my weight's dropped down into the 80s again, but I'm trying to get it back up. But I just wanted to kind of update you guys, and I want to let all y'all know I've been reading all your comments, and I love you guys so much, and please, please, please don't think that I forgot about you because I haven't answered back yet. It's been a really, really hard time. And even when I was on the chemo, it was just making me sicker and sicker and sicker. And
it wasn't just chemo week, it was like the whole week after, and I basically only have one good week a month, and it's like at about the time that that's coming to an end, that I'm, or that I'm having a good week, then, it's chemo time again. And, it's like I feel like I'm missing out on life because I'm always in this damn bed sick and not feeling good, and I just don't want that anymore. Even if it means that we don't do chemo. It's like I don't want that. That's not a life. I couldn't enjoy my husband, my children, my family. People come to see me and they have to hang out in this stupid bed with me because this has become my life. And at least by not having to have all this nasty medication put in your body, I could just enjoy the time and be happy and be Carri and just not have to worry about dying. They figured it would be a number of weeks before she could get me in. And I was really kind of looking forward to it. My husband and my mom and I yesterday were joking around about having a staycation where I don't have to worry about chemo and this and that. And I'll have a couple weeks, to just be me. And, I still have my physical therapy and my regular appointments and all that stuff. But, just be Carri and not have to live my life around chemo. I just wish I knew how this thing got in me. I just want it out. I want it out. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to be Carri with cancer. But it's like that's all I know now. And I hate it. I'm so damn angry that that's what my life has become, is cancer, everything. I live by scans, by disc, by dates, by appointments, by calendars. It's like you look at my calendar and it's just appointment, chemo, appointment, chemo. That's all it is. That's all it is. And it's like I just want a life where I don't have to live around a damn calendar. But God gave it to me because He knew I could handle it. And y'all know I can, and I will handle it. I'm just tired of handling it. That's all, guys. I still haven't even told my children. How do you tell your kids? How do you tell your daughters that are already so afraid of losing their mother that the cancer's growing? She's going to be devastated. They both are. But especially my older one. My younger one too, but she's, man, that kid is some kind of strong. Because she got it from me. My older one is too, but I know they're both really scared in this situation, but I think my oldest daughter just takes it a little bit more, not to heart, but I don't know the words. It's like my younger daughter understands cancer as a process. My older daughter is just like, okay, when's my mom gonna die? It's like as soon as she heard that I was diagnosed, she just said, I'm gonna lose my mom and my dad. I'm both. And so I think she just carries that pain a little deeper than my younger one. And my older one, remembers a lot from my ex-husband. And she remembers more of all the beatings and all the horrible, horrible, mean things he did to me. And my younger one, she remembers it, but not as much. It was my older one being my protector. And so she's always just kind of had that little extra, worry about her mommy. It just takes things a little harder. Maybe that's a good word. And then Madison, my younger one. So I'm going to have to call Molly today and talk to her. And it's just going to be so hard. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. It's like I want to be honest with her, but I can't really tell her how bad it is. I just can't. And I have to be strong and positive and happy when I talk to her. And that's going to be so hard, guys. It's going to be so hard. But I'm just going to have to try to just do it. Keep myself pulled together. Not cry. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. But I have to, because I don't want her to pick up on anything that this is bad. And so I'm just going to try my best just to sound normal and just be normal. And this is what it is. And we're going to the doctor next week. And da-da-da. And just make it sound like another routine thing. But anyway, so I'm going to try to take some more medicine, guys. My body is hurting. I don't feel good at all. It's been a really, really rough 2 days. So like I said, I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys and, just let y'all know what's going on and just tell you again, I'm sorry for being so quiet and not making as many videos. I just haven't felt good. And there's just been so much going on. But I will definitely keep you guys posted. I will try to do some videos this weekend. And I'm just going to have a good weekend and a good week next week. And go from there. So, but I hope you guys have had a wonderful, wonderful week. Hope you have a beautiful and blessed Friday today and a great, great weekend. And I love you guys all so, so much. You don't know how much I appreciate y'all being here and everything that you say to me. It helps so much. So please don't forget how much I love you guys. Bye, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.